Grab yourself a cup of coffee or a hot cup of tea or a smoothie. Relax and join me in exploring the valuable insights that Stoic philosophy has to offer. Comment with the number 8 to let me know you're ready to relax with me. 1. Go out and have fun. Rejection often feels like a storm cloud, darkening your perspective and drenching you in self-doubt. It whispers lies, that you're not good enough, not lovable, not worthy of happiness. But here's the truth. Rejection is not the end of your story. It's an opportunity to rediscover the joy of living. Fun is not a frivolous distraction. It's a lifeline, a deliberate act of defiance against despair. Imagine yourself stepping into a vibrant painting class, colors swirling on your palette as you create something uniquely yours, each brushstroke an affirmation of your vitality. Or perhaps picture yourself hiking through a forest trail, the crunch of leaves underfoot and the gentle rustle of wind through the trees, reminding you that life's beauty is unyielding, even in moments of pain. Fun doesn't erase rejection. It transforms its narrative. Instead of brooding over a door that closed, you discover countless windows waiting to be opened. The act of embracing joy, whether by rediscovering a childhood passion like baking or throwing yourself into a thrilling new adventure like rock climbing, is your way of saying, I will not let this define me. Human connection amplifies joy's power. Call a group of friends and organize a movie night, complete with popcorn, laughter, and shared stories. Volunteer for a community project where the act of giving creates ripples of happiness in your own heart. Each shared moment, every laugh, every gesture of camaraderie cements your understanding that rejection is merely a single chapter in the vast, colorful book of your life. Don't stop there. Push yourself further. Try salsa dancing, even if you have 2 left feet, or join a storytelling workshop where strangers become allies in the pursuit of creativity. These experiences do more than distract. They heal, uplift, and add layers to your resilience. Joy is not a luxury. It's an essential tool for turning rejection into fuel for growth. Each moment of fun is a stitch in the tapestry of your healing, proving to yourself that happiness is not conditional on acceptance. It's a state of mind you cultivate, step by step, joy by joy. 2. Build your social status. Rejection has a peculiar way of making you feel small, almost invisible, as if the world itself has turned its back on you. But Stoicism offers a profound insight. These moments are not judgments of your worth, but invitations to grow. Rather than seeking validation, focus on carving a path of self-improvement so compelling that your confidence becomes unshakable. Imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror, not as a critic, but as a sculptor shaping your best self. This transformation begins with deliberate action. Perhaps you decide to join a martial arts class, not just to learn self-defense, but to cultivate discipline, strength, and a newfound sense of purpose. Each punch, kick, and block becomes a metaphor for your resilience, a tangible way to channel rejection into empowerment. Or consider immersing yourself in a creative pursuit, like learning photography. Every snapshot you take isn't just an image. It's a moment of connection with the world, a reminder that beauty exists even in the smallest details. Building your social status isn't about climbing a ladder of popularity. It's about fostering authentic connections rooted in shared values and mutual respect. Volunteer at a local shelter, where your time and effort bring light to others' lives while grounding you in the power of giving. Or attend professional networking events with the intention of learning, growing, and finding kindred spirits who share your ambitions. These interactions don't just expand your social circle, they redefine it, replacing superficial relationships with meaningful ones. Picture yourself at a community potluck, sharing your culinary experiments while swapping stories with strangers who soon become friends. Each interaction adds to your mosaic of growth, reminding you that your worth is defined not by who notices you, but by how you choose to live. True social status isn't measured in likes or followers, but in the richness of your experiences and the depth of your relationships. By focusing on self-development and genuine connection, you rise, not in the eyes of others, but in your own. 3. Act as if they don't exist. Indifference cuts deep, a quiet rejection that can feel more wounding than words. But here's a powerful truth. You are not diminished by someone else's inability to see your worth. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control others' actions, only our response to them. When someone ignores you, it's tempting to seek their attention, to win them over, to prove your value. But what if you flipped the script? What if, instead of chasing after their acknowledgement, you turned inward and re-centered yourself? Picture a social gathering where one person's coldness seems to overshadow the warmth of others. Instead of letting their indifference dictate your mood, you pivot. You strike up a conversation with someone new, pouring your energy into building connections where they're welcomed. This shift is not about pretending the hurt doesn't exist. It's about refusing to give it power over you. When interaction with this person is unavoidable, adopt a stoic grace. Keep your words measured, your demeanor professional, your heart unburdened by their disregard. Think of yourself as a steady ship navigating through choppy waters, calm, focused, and unshaken. And when the moment comes to walk away, do so with quiet confidence, knowing that your energy is too precious to waste on those who fail to see its value. Walking away is not surrender. It's a declaration of self-respect, a choice to invest your time and emotion in relationships that uplift rather than diminish you. By acting as if their indifference doesn't exist, you're not ignoring reality, you're reshaping it. Choosing a narrative where your worth is determined not by others' recognition, but by your unwavering belief in yourself. This is more than resilience, it's freedom, a way of living where your joy and peace remain untouchable. 4. Give them the silent treatment. Silence is often misunderstood as weakness, but in the face of rejection, it becomes a profound act of strength. Choosing not to respond, not to engage, is not about shutting down. It's about opening up space for self-reflection and growth. Imagine the aftermath of someone's coldness leaving you feeling unsteady. Instead of reacting impulsively, you retreat to a quiet place, letting the stillness cradle your thoughts. In this silence, you begin to sift through your emotions. What exactly am I feeling? Why does this affect me so deeply? What lessons can I draw from this experience? Silence becomes your sanctuary, a place where you reconnect with your values and principles, finding clarity amidst the noise of rejection. This practice of silent reflection is not about avoidance. It's about mastery of your emotions, your reactions, your sense of self. Think of it as standing on a mountaintop, the wind howling around you, yet you remain still, rooted and unshaken. Silence allows you to see the situation for what it truly is, not a reflection of your worth, but a fleeting moment in the vast landscape of your life. By choosing silence, you reclaim your narrative, refusing to let someone else's actions define your story. And as you step back into the world, your silence speaks louder than words. It says, I am in control of my peace, and I will not let it be disturbed. Silence in this way becomes not just a response, but a powerful declaration of self-respect and resilience. 5. Don't beg for attention. The sting of being ignored can lead to a desperate urge to seek acknowledgement, to demand validation from those who seem indifferent to your existence. But begging for attention diminishes your power. It places your self-worth in someone else's hands. Stoicism teaches us a crucial lesson here. Your value is inherent and does not waver based on another's gaze or lack thereof. Imagine standing before a closed door, knocking repeatedly, only to receive silence. Instead of wasting energy pounding on the unyielding wood, you turn and discover an open window filled with light. This is the essence of refusing to beg for attention. You redirect your energy inward toward pursuits that fulfill you and reinforce your self-worth. Picture yourself embracing a passion, whether it's perfecting your culinary skills, mastering an instrument, or diving into a professional goal. Each step you take, each hour you dedicate to something meaningful, affirms that your life is rich and purposeful, independent of external validation. Your time becomes too valuable to waste on chasing approval. Instead of performing louder, you choose to perform better, not for others, but for yourself. This doesn't mean you ignore your feelings of hurt or rejection. Instead, you use them as fuel to create a life so vibrant and satisfying that attention becomes irrelevant. Furthermore, this principle extends to your interactions. You exude confidence, not arrogance, through your actions. Your quiet self-assurance becomes magnetic, drawing others toward you naturally. You don't beg for their notice because you are too focused on your own journey of growth. Your light shines not because you demand others to see it, but because you cultivate it from within. Rejection, then, becomes not a wound, but a nudge, reminding you to realign with your own worth and to walk a path that celebrates your independence. 6. Be kind but emotionally distant. When someone's indifference cuts through you like a knife, the instinctive reaction might be to withdraw completely or lash out. But Stoicism offers a middle ground. Respond with kindness, but protect your emotional core. Imagine yourself as a tree in the midst of a storm. The branches may bend, swayed by the wind, but the roots remain firm, deeply anchored. Kindness is the flexible branch, and emotional distance is the unshakable root. When faced with indifference, you greet the person with a polite smile or a friendly nod. Your kindness is sincere, but it carries no expectations, no longing for reciprocity. This approach is not about suppressing your feelings, but about creating boundaries that preserve your peace. Think of emotional distance as a shield, one that allows you to engage without exposing your heart to unnecessary harm. Perhaps you find yourself at a family gathering where someone's coldness has always bothered you. This time, instead of seeking their approval, you interact briefly and warmly, then shift your focus to conversations that bring you joy. You remain present, graceful, and composed, but you've drawn an invisible line that keeps negativity at bay. Kindness, when combined with emotional detachment, is a demonstration of strength and maturity. It signals that you are unshaken by their behavior and are in control of your emotional world. By choosing this path, you remind yourself that while you cannot dictate how others treat you, you can always choose how to respond. This balance of grace and self-respect not only protects you, but also sets a powerful example, showing that it's possible to navigate rejection with dignity and inner peace. 7. Don't reveal your struggle. Rejection can make you feel as though the world has stripped away your armor, leaving you exposed and vulnerable. The temptation to share your struggles with those who have ignored you, to show them the pain they've caused, can be overwhelming. But Stoicism teaches us that resilience is cultivated from within, and that displaying your strength, not your wounds, can be far more powerful. Imagine rejection as a stormy sea. You are the sailor, steering your ship steadily, refusing to let the waves define your course. When you keep your struggles private, it's not about bottling up emotions or denying their existence. It's about choosing how, when, and with whom you share them. Instead of venting to those who have hurt you, you confide in trusted friends or reflect privately through journaling. This creates a safe space to process your feelings without giving others power over your narrative. Picture yourself at work, facing a colleague who has overlooked your efforts. Rather than highlighting your frustrations, you double down on excellence, letting your actions speak louder than words. Your composure becomes your armor, your silence a declaration of strength. This Stoic practice also extends to your self-perception. By not revealing your struggle, you reinforce your belief in your ability to handle life's challenges. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing that you are more than the sum of your setbacks. Each time you choose to carry yourself with grace, You affirm your resilience and remind yourself that rejection is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Your journey becomes a testament to the power of quiet strength, showing that dignity and self-assurance are the ultimate responses to adversity. 8. Turn rejection into a catalyst for social growth. Rejection can feel like a spotlight exposing your flaws, pushing you into the shadows of isolation. But Stoicism invites you to flip the narrative. Use rejection as fuel to elevate your social standing and deepen your connections. Think of rejection not as a wall, but as a mirror reflecting areas where you can grow, not for others' approval, but for your own enrichment. Imagine attending a networking event where someone snubs you. Instead of retreating, you engage with others, showcasing your passions and building relationships that truly matter. Social growth doesn't have to be about popularity, it's about authenticity. Join a community yoga class, not just to improve your fitness, but to bond with like-minded individuals who share your values. Volunteer at a local shelter where each act of kindness not only benefits others, but also reaffirms your place in a larger narrative of connection and purpose. Picture yourself hosting a dinner party, bringing together friends and acquaintances for an evening of laughter and shared stories. These moments build a tapestry of relationships that uplift and empower you. By turning rejection into a catalyst, you shift your focus from what you've lost to what you can gain. Each interaction becomes an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to contribute. Your social status isn't about how many people notice you, it's about how deeply you connect with those who do. Rejection then becomes not a barrier, but a bridge, guiding you toward relationships and experiences that enrich your life in profound and meaningful ways. 9. Step into the unknown. Rejection often leaves you standing at a crossroads, with fear whispering that it's safer to retreat. But Stoicism challenges you to do the opposite. Step boldly into the unknown. Imagine rejection as a gust of wind that pushes you out of your comfort zone and onto a new path you might never have considered. Whether it's exploring a foreign culture, learning a new skill, or diving into an unfamiliar hobby, these experiences are more than distractions. They're transformative. Picture yourself signing up for a pottery class, your hands shaping clay as you discover a talent you never knew you had. Or envision traveling solo to a city you've never visited, the thrill of independence blending with the joy of discovery. Each new experience adds layers to your character, making you more adaptable, empathetic, and resilient. The unknown isn't just a place of uncertainty, it's a playground of potential, where every step forward builds your confidence and enriches your life. By embracing the unknown, you reclaim your narrative. Rejection no longer defines you, your courage does. Each new adventure becomes a testament to your ability to turn setbacks into stepping stones, proving to yourself that you are not limited by what others see, but empowered by what you choose to explore. 10. Give them the silent treatment. When someone ignores you, the urge to react is almost instinctual. You may feel the need to confront, explain, or even retaliate to reclaim your dignity. But Stoicism offers an alternative that is both powerful and serene: silence. This is not the silence of resentment or manipulation, but the silence of wisdom, a calm refusal to engage in unnecessary drama. Imagine yourself standing on a mountaintop, surrounded by wind and noise. Instead of shouting into the chaos, you choose stillness, allowing the world to continue without your protest. This is the strength of silence. It preserves your energy and centers your focus. Silence is not a weapon, but a shield. When someone disregards your presence, choosing silence sends a profound message. I value my peace more than your approval. You're not ignoring them out of spite, but embracing a quiet confidence that says you won't be drawn into unproductive interactions. For example, imagine a colleague at work consistently dismissing your ideas in meetings. Instead of arguing, you let your work speak for itself, allowing results to demonstrate your value. In personal relationships, silence gives you the space to reflect and decide whether the connection truly serves your growth. Furthermore, silence allows for introspection. It's a chance to step back, process your emotions, and align your actions with your principles. Instead of reacting impulsively, you take time to consider, why does this person's indifference affect me? What can I learn from this experience? Silence becomes a tool for self-mastery, teaching you to control what you can, your response, while letting go of what you can't. Through this practice, you reclaim your narrative, showing that your strength lies not in what you say, but in what you choose not to say. 11. Don't beg for attention. The moment someone ignores you can feel like standing in a spotlight of inadequacy, as if their indifference highlights something lacking within you. This perception can lead to an almost reflexive desire to fight for their attention, to prove your worth. But Stoicism reminds us that your value is not determined by how loudly others applaud, but by how deeply you honor yourself. Picture a river flowing steadily, unbothered by the rocks that obstruct its path. That river is you, moving forward with purpose, refusing to be diverted by the obstacles of rejection. When you resist the urge to beg for attention, you reclaim your power. Instead of chasing validation, you invest in activities and relationships that enrich your life. Imagine channeling your energy into a project you're passionate about, like writing a book, launching a business, or learning a new skill. These pursuits not only occupy your mind, but also remind you of your capabilities. The satisfaction you derive from these endeavors becomes your affirmation, reducing the need for external validation. This principle also extends to social interactions. Instead of altering your behavior to gain someone's notice, you stay true to yourself, confident that those who truly value you will see your worth without persuasion. Think of it as planting seeds in fertile soil rather than scattering them on barren ground. The relationships you nurture are those that grow naturally, rooted in mutual respect and appreciation. Rejection, then, becomes an opportunity to deepen your self-reliance and refine your connections, showing that your worth is not a performance, but an unwavering truth. 12. Be kind, but emotionally distant. In the face of rejection or indifference, it's easy to let bitterness take root. You might feel compelled to shut down or retaliate, building walls to protect yourself. But Stoicism suggests a different approach. Respond with kindness while maintaining emotional distance. This balance is not about suppressing your feelings, but about mastering them. Picture yourself as a lighthouse, steady and glowing, offering light to passing ships without being carried away by the tide. Kindness in this context is a reflection of your inner strength. It's the ability to greet someone with warmth despite their coldness, to offer grace without expecting anything in return. Imagine encountering a former friend who no longer values your presence. Instead of confronting them or retreating into silence, you greet them politely and move on with your day. This act is not about pretending to be unaffected, but about choosing not to let their behavior dictate your mood. Emotional distance, on the other hand, is about setting boundaries. It's a recognition that while you can control your actions, you cannot control how others respond. By keeping your emotional core fortified, you protect yourself from unnecessary hurt while remaining open to genuine connections. This isn't about indifference, but about prioritizing your peace. You engage with others from a place of strength, offering kindness as a reflection of your values rather than a transaction. Through this practice, you embody the Stoic ideal of composure, proving that you can navigate rejection with grace and dignity. 13. Don't reveal your struggle. Rejection can feel like a wound that begs to be seen, a pain you want others to acknowledge. But Stoicism teaches us the value of quiet resilience, of holding your struggles close as you navigate the storm. This isn't about hiding your pain, but about choosing where and how to channel it. Imagine a tree in winter, its branches bare but its roots deep and thriving beneath the surface. Your strength, like the tree's roots, grows in unseen spaces, nourishing your ability to endure. When you choose not to reveal your struggles to those who ignore you, you reclaim your narrative. Instead of handing them the power to define your story, you write it yourself. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means processing them privately or with trusted confidants. For example, after facing rejection in a professional setting, you might pour your energy into improving your skills or seeking mentorship. These actions not only help you grow, but also remind you of your agency, reinforcing that you are not defined by others' opinions. Furthermore, this practice strengthens your self-perception. By carrying yourself with confidence, even in difficult moments, you affirm your ability to weather life's challenges. This composure becomes a source of inspiration, showing others and yourself that resilience is not about denying pain, but about rising above it. Each step you take forward, each goal you achieve, is a testament to your strength, proving that your worth is not contingent on others' recognition, but rooted in your unwavering belief in yourself. These principles provide a guide not only to endure rejection, but to thrive because of it. By embodying Stoic wisdom, you transform moments of indifference into opportunities for growth, proving that true strength lies in your ability to remain composed, confident, and resilient in the face of adversity. Thank you for joining me today on Stoic Emblem. Remember, every morning is a new page in your life story, and your words are the pen. Choose them wisely. For more insights on living a Stoic life, please watch the suggested videos on your screen. Thank you once again for being part of this journey. I'm grateful to have you here, and I hope these teachings inspire you to live with courage, wisdom, and unwavering determination. Remember, the path to freedom begins with a single step, one of reflection, choice, and action. Until next time, may you find strength, serenity, and purpose in all that you do. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.